Welcome and thanks for listening to Four Things to Know, an open line podcast produced by the City of Auburn. Each week, we'll take a few minutes to walk you through events, street closures, and important dates you should know about as Auburn residents. This is produced by the Public Affairs team, so let's go around the table and introduce ourselves. Let's start with Cynthia this week.
I'm Cynthia Williford Bean, the Public Affairs Multimedia Specialist.
And I'm Allison Blankenship, the Public Affairs Neighborhood Specialist.
I'm David Dorton, Director of Public Affairs.
And I'm Nick Bowman, the Public Affairs Specialist. So this week, we've got a few events. I don't know that we have a street closure this week, Cynthia.
Not this week.
Not this week.
Breaking up the mold.
We'll bring it up. We'll bring it up again next week. But let's go ahead and start with Cynthia. What you got?
Awesome. So with spring coming around, we have a couple Easter events that registration is starting for this Monday, March 7th. And those events are, the first one is Parks and Recreation is holding their first ever Breakfast with the Bunny event on Saturday, April 9th, and that'll be at Kiesel Park. And this event is designed more for the younger children. It's for those 3 and under. And there will be a buffet-style breakfast, and families can get their photo at the Easter Bunny, check out a petting zoo, and get their faces painted. And tickets for that will be $5 a person. And then the next Saturday, April 16th, will be our 42nd annual Easter egg hunt. This event is going to start at 10 a.m. at Kiesel Park, and children will be broken up into age groups to hunt for eggs filled with prizes that include candy and gift cards to different area businesses. And the hunt is open to children 10 and under. And once they're done hunting for eggs, there's a chance to take more photos with the Easter Bunny. There will be inflatables, face painting, balloon animals, and more fun stuff like that. So registration for that, again, is going to start on Monday, March 7th at 8 a.m. And you can find a link to register at auburnalabama.org/Easter-egg-hunt.
Great.
And it's always a super fun event with the kids running all over the place,
it's
getting
chaos,
the eggs.
But it's really fun.
And it goes pretty quickly with the kids because they just snatch those eggs up in like 1 minute.
Oh, yeah. It's super fast.
It's very impressive.
It's broken up by age group, so you won't have like a 10-year-old tackling a 3-year-old or anything like that.
All right. I've got the Auburn Police Department has launched a new program called Eagle Watch. It is a free security camera registration program that's available to all residents and business owners in the city. It is kind of a way that you can just participate in keeping your city safe. So if you choose to register your security cameras, APD can quickly reach out to you in the event that they need that video footage to help solve a crime in your area or near your business. And this does not give APD the ability to just tap into your camera whenever they want. They have to have your permission to get the feed, and there's a process for that. But if you want to join the Eagle Watch program and register your cameras, it is very easy and it is free of charge. We will put the link in the description for this podcast episode. And there's just a registration form, and then a representative with the police department will reach out to you to confirm your registration. So I would encourage, anybody who wants to help the APD out to get involved with this. It's pretty cool.
Okay. It's March. It's, I guess, getting closer to spring. Does any of you guys do spring cleaning? Think about spring cleaning?
I think about it.
Yeah. I'm always walking around my house thinking, like, can't wait for spring cleaning. Though I could clean just right then. I often don't.
Well, spring cleaning's deeper than perpetual cleaning, right?
Yeah.
So since 2005, City of Auburn has offered trash amnesty. Used to be week. For a number of years, it was week. In recent years, since 2017, I think it's been more of a month to 6 week period. So this year's trash amnesty will take place from March 14th to April 9th, or the week that ends in April 9th. And this is just a period of time when you can put out yard waste, appliances, bulky items. This is stuff that goes in the trash pile, so that's items on the curb rather than in your bin. So during that period of time, Environmental Services asks that you would just place debris on the curb no later than 6 a.m., just on your regular scheduled collection day. Place the items at least 3 feet from mailboxes, utility poles, are utility boxes, poles, or other fixed objects. Contain and bundle items so that they don't fall into the street, they don't go down storm drains, and your limbs and other yard debris should be no longer than 5 feet. They ask that everything be in one pile, and kind of the idea here is large enough piles, most of the time, they might charge a fee to pick up. And so this is a chance to do spring cleaning in your yard and to not have to pay that fee. Now, one trick during this time frame is that Environmental Services may run a little slow as they pick up all this extra stuff. They may run a little slow on your trash pickup. Now, I keep saying trash. Environmental Services thinks in terms of 3 different groups. So your garbage is what goes in your green bin, your recycling is what goes in your blue bin, and your trash is what we're talking about here today that goes on the street, and that includes yard waste or goes behind the curb, behind the street. So Trash Amnesty coming up March 14th into April, and it's just a chance to put out those larger piles of yard waste and other debris without paying a fee.
Sounds great. My item's about the Auburn Public Library. This week, this event has already begun. You have plenty of time to participate, so make sure you go and register. The Public Library has organized a reading challenge. It's called Spring into Reading. If you want to participate, you can go get the Beanstack reading tracking app. If you've got a smartphone, you can go to the App Store on your phone, look for the Beanstack app, or go to auburnpl.beanstack, that's beanstack.org. Or again, if you got a smartphone, just go into your app store and grab it there. You can win a few prizes depending on your age. All you have to do is read at least 1,000 minutes during the challenge, which runs from March 1st to April 30th. If you are a child ages 0, I don't know how much reading they're doing, but 0 to 5, you can get a creative garden building kit. You can get a grow your own pizza garden if your age is 6 through 11. And then if you are from 12 to 17, you can win a 12-can mini fridge, and adults can win a $50 gift card to Aricha Cucina. So again, that's March 1st to April 30th, and look for the Beanstack app if you want to participate in the Spring into Reading Challenge. And then in addition to that, I don't know that we've talked about this before, but this year is the library's 75th anniversary. I'm sure that they've got a lot of interesting things in the works. As part of that, they have increased the checkout limit to 75 items per card. I don't think I'll be telling my wife that. We're running out of room for books at home. But it's going to be a fun year for the library, including Spring into Reading. So look for more information on that event, as well as everything we've discussed here in the show notes of the podcast. Does anybody have anything else they want to talk about?
I just didn't know pizza grows in a garden.
Yeah.
My thought there was, how can I grow cheese? Because that would be amazing.
Yeah.
Get some pepperoni plants, I guess.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody, for listening. We'll see you next week. Thanks for listening to 4 Things to Know, an open line podcast produced by the City of Auburn. If you're looking for more news, events, and dates to know about coming up in Auburn, visit news.auburnalabama.org. You can also check out our show notes for the links and URLs discussed in this episode.